Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. If you are just joining us, or if you just joined us, let us know. Tell us your name and where you are joining us from. Okay, let us know your name and where you are joining us from. From your screen, you have three buttons there. The one on the left hand side is for you to just type. So you can type to let us know where you are joining us from. Good evening, I am Ijeoma Bertha, and tonight we'll be looking at the topic, the teacher as a brand. Teachers, are we brands? Are we brothers? That's what comes to someone's mind. Do not look at our brand. Is teacher a brand? Is it no longer a profession? We're going to see all that tonight. So please join us and let us know where you are joining us from. Let's just tell us your name. Let us know where you are joining us from. Please use the chat to let us know. Use the chat to write. Use the chat to write so that I will know you are joining us. And if you can still hear me, please do confirm. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can hear me, let me know. Okay, without wasting more of our time, welcome everybody. Welcome everyone that has joined us. And a very good evening. I am Ijeoma Bertha, as I've said earlier. I am your friend, I'm your colleague, I'm a fellow teacher. I love that word, being an educator. And tonight, I don't want to go into all that paparazzi of introduction. It doesn't make much sense. But then let's go straight to the business of the day. Please, why when you join, use the chat box to let us know your name and if you can actually hear me, so that it's going to help me a lot. All right, so tonight we are looking at the teacher as a brand. The teacher as a brand. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Chassis Wine. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Glad to have you here tonight. Okay, we are looking at the teacher as a brand. You know, when parents, colleagues, students, or learners, when they hear your name, what comes to their mind? When they hear your name in the school, or maybe you are a home teacher, or whatever you are, they just hear your name as a teacher. What comes to their mind? Whatever people know you for, that is your brand. I want to start mentioning brands. If I mention Coca-Cola, you know what is it for? Entertainment, having fun, right? If I mention um Indomie. Indomie has, oh, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'm trying to pronounce this name. Thank you, ma'am. Paraji something. Sorry, I don't want to murder the name. So, oh, thank you, ma'am. So, when people hear your name, what comes to their mind? That is your brand. Let's take example. If you hear example, I've thought about Coca-Cola, I've thought about Nick, even Pepsi. All these things are brands. Now, if there is a latest brand in the social media now, this guy is Genge, right? Genge or something. Now, when you heard his name, what comes to your mind? He just said he's just teaching young boys and all that, just not to be extravagant and all that. So this is what he is known for, and that is what he wants to be remembered for, right? If you mention Bovi, Aproko doctor, okay, let me go to professional. If I mention Aproko doctor, you just know a medical doctor who gives medical advice online. Everybody knows Aproko doctor, right? But do you know there are so many 1001 professional doctors that are better, far, far more better than our procure doctor? But nobody knows them. So they are just professionals. Nobody knows them as a brand. And that is the same thing we are going to learn tonight. I want a situation whereby you and I, as teachers, will not just be known for being good in the classroom, being so wonderful in our schools or within the vicinity where we live, but we are going to present ourselves as a brand. Because when you mention a brand and nobody knows you as a brand, that means you are not doing much pretty well. You're not doing well as a brand. So when I mention your name and people, what people know you for is your brand. But now, tonight, we are going to learn how we are going to take this brand beyond our classroom. So first of all, we are going to understand what is a brand and how we teachers can brand ourselves. There was a time when the late Dora Akunyele was Minister of Information and all that. He started rebranding Nigeria. When he started on that mission of rebranding Nigeria, Nigerians are known for fake, Nigerians are known for frauds and all that. He said Nigeria, good people, good nation and all that. She was actually rebranding Nigeria. Now, Nigeria has a brand known for not fake criminals then. I'm not saying so, but then. But when the Akunyele, he came with a mission of rebranding Nigeria. So if you have branded yourself as a teacher, if the brand is not so good, tonight you will go home learning how to rebrand yourself. And if you have not branded yourself at all, you don't have a brand that you are known for, or you are just known within your vicinity, tonight you will still go home knowing how to brand yourself as a teacher. You know why? Because we are teachers, we are influencers, we deal with human capital, we deal with um, lives, nascent lives, lives that are so precious, that are just coming up, and we have a lot within us to to dish out. So as a brand, we want us to be global brand, to be brands that will be known outside our classrooms, because beyond your classroom, people are looking for your services. Yes, that is just it. Now if you are like, for me, I said I'm a digital skills trainer. I'm tech savvy, for example. Then I want people to know me as a tech savvy teacher. I want people to know, before I started Tech and Teaching Academy, I used to call myself elegant teacher, and that is what I am. It doesn't matter whatever other person look at it. That is what I come and say. So when I make posts, and when I want to post it, I use the hashtag elegant teacher, and it start going like that. I start branding myself as elegant. It's not I'm not like your any other teacher. I might not be the best. I might not even near the best. But what I call myself is what people are going to see me. That is what how I want people to see me. So now, the question I want to ask you, and I want you to answer within yourself, is what are you known for? Are you a creative teacher? Are you kind-hearted? Are you just are you exceptional in what you do? What are you known for? You are a maths guru. You are your English teaching is top notch. Your French, you teach it like there is no other. Oh, when it comes to Igbo, I am number one. But when it comes to Yoruba, I can teach Yoruba to a Frenchman and he will speak Yoruba within 2 days. You are not, that is your brand. So you are known for that, right? Now, these things, what you are known for, is how we are going to see how we can position ourselves or what we do to become brands in that area we are known for. Okay, so we want to see, but why should we talk about browns? If we say the teacher is a brown, why don't we go on with our teaching and live our lives like that? No, one thing that you gain from being a brand is that you will get respect and recognition. Yes. Like when if a Aproko doctor comes in an occasion, and a medical professor from Leeds comes in, because a Aproko doctor is known, he is going to be accorded that respect, that recognition over that professional or a medical professor that is a doctor, because nobody knows him. He's just best. He's very good at what he does, but he just know within his confinement. Nobody knows him. But a Aproko doctor is well known. The future doctor is well known. So when you position yourself as a brand, you are going to get respect and recognition. So the respect you're going to get is not going to be limited to your school, because as a teacher we all have respect. As professionals in our various schools and classrooms, we have respect. So this respect and recognition is going to go beyond our locality, that is our school, our environment, is going to go beyond that. Another one is that being a brand create opportunities for you. Yes, I saw there is an advert I saw Aproko doctor. I'm just using Aproko doctor because I felt that 50% of us know pretty much about Aproko doctor. So there is a medical hospital, let me say, very one that they want to build in Abuja, right? Or they have built it. So you have so many sophisticated machines and all that. Now during their launching, when they want to open their hospitals and all that, Aproko doctor was there to do the publicity. Why did they choose Aproko doctor? Is there no professional doctors in Abuja? No, there are hundreds and ones of them. But why did they choose Aproko doctor? They choose Aproko doctor because he has created a name for himself. He has become a brand. People knows him that, oh, he is good because of the free advice that he do give us online. So people have believed in him. They have known him. So he has gained that recognition. So he has created an opportunity for himself outside his environment. That is one thing you will gain when you position yourself as a brand. Then you also attract what is it called? You attract trust from your parents and your students. Yes, because they don't look at you as a local champion again. They know. But when they think that it is only them and other parents in the school that just know you, they still be looking at you as one teacher in quote. But now when they know that this one is not your normal teacher, this is a teacher with a difference, you go and trust, and you both from your parents and your students, your learners. Now, how to build a career that goes beyond your salary, how to build a brand, how to build yourself as a teacher, how to build yourself as a teacher. Our topic is the teacher as a brand. How to build yourself as a brand. One, I'm going to give you the steps that we're going to take to build yourself as a brand. The first thing is build a brand. As how to build a brand as a teacher, I say define what you want to be known for. I said it earlier. What do you want to be known for? I want to be known for as a digital teacher. I want to be known as an early years expert. I want to be known as the mouse guru. I want to be known as whatever thing. Just know what is that thing that you know how to do as a teacher. What is that you know how to do and you can do it very well? Oh, I'm an English teacher. I teach English very well. Build your brand around that. So build yourself as a brand around that niche. Oh, I am very good in French. Build your brand around that niche. Don't just limit it to whatever that happens in your school or within the people that you do tutorials for. No, build your brand a global brand. Now, the second step you should take, I have those steps written down. The second step you should take is what? Consistency. I've said if a broker doctor was on live yesterday, and he comes back in the next 3 years, in the next 3 days to say something, he will go off. You can't tell me you are busy. You're not busier than most people. but it is out of our business that you just switch, make out time. In fact, if something matters to you, you are going to put it in your scale of preference. It's going to come one or two because it matters to you. Now, I want to ask you something. If you can go to school, I keep on asking this, if you can go to school every day, you teach every day, you are building a brand, right? Yes, you are a worker, you work and you get paid, isn't it? But do you know you are building a legacy, you are building a brand for your boss, for the owner of the school. Now, why is it difficult for you to build a brand for yourself? Can I know why? Why is it difficult for you to build a brand for yourself? So if you are not building brand around yourself, and probably you are a private teacher like me, no pension, no gratuity. So tell me, what do you want to retire on? Or do you think the strength will be, you have all the strength all the years? No. But when you build a brand for yourself, I did say don't go to work, I go to work. I did say don't work, I work. Do all those things, but do not forget the most important person in the picture, you. And remember, there will be a time when you will not have all the strength. And when you don't have all the strength to give, when your strength will be feeble, do you know what will happen? Welcome, Mrs. Josephine. Good to have you here. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, Mrs. Ifeyinwa. Good to have you. Thank you. So when you don't build brand for yourself, what will you fall back on? Okay, so the second one I said is consistency. What brought me to this is consistency. We don't have time, no time. But if you are actually making time for yourself, you will find that time to build your brand. So one is, first of all, know what you want to be known for. I want to be known for, I want to be known as a teacher that advises parents, as as a teen teacher. You know, raising teenagers in this time and season is difficult. Yeah. Yes, of course. So parents need instructions. They need advice. They need guidelines. And you know, one thing with parenting and marriage, these are just lifelong what do I call jobs that there are no manuals for it. But now you are a professional, not probably because of your experience dealing and handling the children of different age range and parents and all that. You have gathered a whole lot of experience, and plus your training, plus your education. You can't be able to advise people on what to do. Somebody was saying yesterday, he said that he was just advising parents on how to how to manage drug abuse. So you will not believe me that children in secondary school are getting abused. They abuse drugs, and it's getting. The parents are worried that she organized those training. She having more than 100 parents key in. When she now look at it, how to manage, you find out that, in fact, the more you talk, it looks as if with reports that she's getting from parents, she said no. The next one, she said, I want to go and look for prevention. So now these are daily challenges that parents are passing through every day. And you are a teacher. You have the training. Why don't you start from somewhere? You're an early years educator. We have young parents that need your advice, to handle, to train their toddlers. Then you have the experience and the expertise. You just package it to yourself. Or you are a primary school teacher. Parents are looking for people who can help them, set the foundation right. But we are there slacking, relying, just relenting, depending on just being shining only within her confinement. As a brand, you have to go global. When I mention Coca-Cola, we all know Coca-Cola. When I mention Nick, you all know Nick. When I mention look at, okay, for example, look at Indomie. Indomie has taken the noodles company. And when you say when somebody wants to buy noodles, when you give them any brand, they just say I want Indomie. You can give them mini me, you can give them any brand of noodles, they will just take it. And you ask them what are they eating, they say they're eating Indomie. So could you ask yourself, how did Indomie do that? Jig, right? Yes, there was when Jig took that detergent in the Omo. We all grew up knowing Omo, right? If you want, even till today, some people still call it Omo. Every detergent that you bring, you call it Omo. When you say Maggi, every seasoning is Maggi. But these are just brands that just stood at. So that is what I'm letting you know, that you and I, as teachers, can even still stand out from the crowd. No matter how populated you think the crowd is, you can still stand out. And it takes, you only take the first step. Take that first step. What do I want to be known for? We are on holiday now. It is time to have sober reflection. Ask yourself, be thinking, look at yourself and study yourself very well. What do I want to be known for? That thing you want to be known for, start saying it to yourself. But then don't keep it to yourself. Let your friend, who is a colleague, and the next person who is a colleague know that, oh, this is what you want to be known for. They will laugh at you, no doubt. You know, they'll say, who is this? Will know that, but just keep at that. Now, that is being consistent. Then the third step I said is visibility. I keep on saying this. The best known beats the best ever. A practical example is that Aproko doctor. In fact, he's the best known, he's the best we know. He beats any best doctor that can be in Nigeria for now. Because when people go to his, if you see the kind of messages, if he tell you the kind of messages he get on to get advice and medical counseling, you will not believe him. He is the best known, he's the best that we know. He beats the best ever. He beats your personal doctor. Take it or leave it. Your personal doctor is just personal to you. I don't know your personal doctor. The next person do not know your personal doctor, but you and I know that Procol doctor. So that is where visibility comes in. Be seen in the right way. Don't just as a professional who wants to build a brand for himself. Even all those people that dance naked on the internet, that is what they want to what is her name? Udiabi, whatever. That is a young girl that dances naked on the internet, right? She wants to be known for that. She built an inch and a brand for herself, and she not send you. What of this guy called Gorilla? He wants to be known as somebody who, and a human being that was like a gorilla. People watches him. He wants to be known like that. He built a brand for himself and is paving way for him. So when you build yourself as a brand, he's going to pave way for you. So be visible. Don't you have known what you want to be known for? You be consistent on it. Now it's time for you to take it outside your confinement, outside your classroom, outside the school. Let another school, other teachers, other parents know you for that thing you want to be known for. Share your teaching wins online. The online is a very great platform. It's a marketplace where the shops are very cheap. It takes you only 200, 300, 500 naira to buy data. And once you have bought data, you have gotten a shop. If you can minimize your data usage, you just know that I don't have enough money, so I'm not going to watch all the whole videos and all that. I know, but it's hardly to be restricted. It's not easy to stop. But then you can just help yourself build a visibility around yourself. Share your wins. You went to school today, and after teaching and all that, you just have a child who is not able to sit at a place today was able to become. What did you do to win that child over? Let us know. I might have such a child in my classroom. I can employ your strategy and it work for me. Yes, you never can tell. You never can tell. I can employ your strategy and it works for me. Then you know so many things that we encounter on a daily basis that we can share our wins online. You can decorate your class very well. Don't keep it to yourself. Teach us online. You know one thing with all this is when you start sharing valuable content online, people will believe you. They see you as an authority. and you are building a brand for yourself. And when you build a brand for yourself, brand speaks volume that's so loud that even the deaf can hear. So build a brand for yourself. Now the next one I want to talk about is give more than expected. Remember, you have known what you want us to know you for. You are consistent on that. You have taken the step of being visible, sharing your wins, your pains, even your failures, so that we know you are real. You are real. You are not just camouflaging, of course, because no human beings have. Everybody that have tried something has failed. If you have not failed, if you have not made any mistake, that means you have not tried anything. So there is nothing wrong in coming online and telling us that today I tried this and it did not work for me. I was so disappointed, right? There is nothing wrong. We sympathize and empathize with you. You are building yourself. We know that you are real. We don't want to see only you are tired. You let us know that today I'm tired. I don't even have strength to make any post today. Pray for me. Stuff like that. We just want to know you to have been seen. Now we say what? Give more than expected. Everybody is expecting you to give more than expected. How? It's not now you are a brand. You are not limited to only your place. I remember one time, I don't know what I was discussing with my brother. It's concerning Tech in Teaching Academy. He said, is it Coca-Cola? I said, what do you mean by is it Coca-Cola? He said, it's Coca-Cola that is consumed by everybody. And I said, okay, and I start looking at it. And it's true. Adults, young, children, old, everybody takes a product. If you don't take Coke, you take Fanta. If you don't take Fanta, you take Sprite. In a month, 100%, 50% of the people you must have come in contact with must have taken either Fanta or Sprite or Coke. Yes. And how did Coca-Cola do that much? And he said, what he said, are you Coca-Cola? It's not only being consumed in Nigeria. There is Coca-Cola so many places. So many European, Asian, African, name them. They build a brand for themselves, consistency over time. So you give more than expected. Let us know your tune. Let us know what you are known for. When you are building a brand, you must think of, okay, you have gotten what you want us to know you for. Now you take a step of knowing what colors and all that. There are some people, when I see a combination or when I see a post, even without reading it, I will say, this picture, this flyer looks as if it's from this person, because that person has consistency over her colors. And me, I just look at it, okay, I study people and I copy, yes, because I call it innovation. And I look at it and said, okay, I'm going to have consistency over my things. I decided to choose blue, white, and yellow. I don't know how I come about those colors, but I just choose them. So if you see my flyers, if it's not blue, it's going to be yellow, it's going to be white, or at a time it does have combination of them. So if I don't have blue background, I will have yellow background, and I will try to just use one background over a period now, because that person I've seen, it just one background, so she has different text colors. So when you see that color appears without even reading, my mind goes that it looks like this person's post flyer. She has built a brand for herself. So when you are building a brand, Coca-Cola, we know their logo is all over the place. So it's not detectable, right? Nick, you know their logo. Just name them. That is how you also, when you have been, know what you want us to know you for, you have become consistent over it, you have become visible online, you are giving us beyond expectation. Remember to add a color to your your name. Let designs, let your fonts, let so many things be in alignment with your brand color, so that when we see it, we say, oh, this is Tech in Teaching Academy. Are we together? If you can still hear me, let me know. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can hear me, please just let me know. Okay, so I don't want to say thank you. I don't want to take much of our time now. I want us to imagine these two scenarios. These are two wonderful teachers. Let me know the one you want to be. Now, this is Mr. James. Mr. James comes to class, teaches his subjects, and goes home. Students respect him but forget him after graduation. Mr. James is just a wonderful teacher. He teaches very well. Parents appreciate him. The school owner is just saying you are the best teacher we have ever gotten. You are among our best teachers, yes. But what happened? After the children must have left school, they will just forget him. That is Mr. James. Because you and I, once the children in our classroom leaves, you find it that it's even difficult for them to come and say hi like they used to be all over you when they were still in your class. That was it. Now let's look at Mrs. Sada. Miss Sada is a teacher. She teaches with energy, just like Mr. James. She shares her stories and mentors students posts weekly posts weekly online. Okay, so years later, parents recommend her to other parents and she become an edu influencer. She just like Mr. James. They work in the same school, good teachers with experience and everything you can think of. But the difference is that Mr. James is only good within his school. His teachings, and at the end of the day, the students graduate and forget about Mr. James and move on. Miss Ada, the same thing, teaches into the class. She talks about her teaching wins and loss and expertise online. Now parents start seeing her online, follow her, and when they need somebody, when they have a parent who needs a teacher that they can rely on, they just refer, oh, I don't want Miss Ada. Let me know if she's still teaching. Miss Ada, you see, because her post is still coming on every day. It pop-ups on their timeline every day. She shares her teaching wins on her WhatsApp status every day. People get to know Miss Ada. And she has built a brand for herself. She became an edu influencer. Now, you as a teacher, who do you want to be? Mr. James or Mrs. Ada? Tell yourself that. So, in conclusion, being a brand is just carving a name for yourself, standing up for yourself, not limiting your knowledge, your expertise just to your classroom or to your school or within your environment. Go beyond that. Thank God that we live in an era where there is internet and all that, and we can use internet to our advantage. I believe that everybody here, 50% of us, do log in either on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever at least once a week. That once a week you do, use it to build a brand for yourself. And your future self will thank you. I don't want the video is lengthy already, so thank you for your time. Thank you for everyone that joined us, started from the beginning to the end. I am grateful. If you have questions, let's continue on the WhatsApp group, and I have an announcement I'm going to make over there. So let's continue the WhatsApp group. Thank you for your time. I love you. Remember, be a brand teacher. Be the brand for yourself. To have the best night rest.
Mommy, how was it? Now to change color. This color looks too